3 days into training camp, and the Raiders' locker room might already have a problem nobody saw coming. A rookie defensive back nobody was talking about in May is suddenly the name every veteran keeps bringing up. Is he really that good? Or are we about to watch a hype train derail in real time? Stick around, because by the end of this you'll know exactly why grown men in that locker room can't stop talking about him. Let's start with the roster shakeup nobody expected. The team parted ways with running back Chris Keir this week. In the same breath, they brought in a new tight end, Jack Coe, to fill out the depth chart. Small move on paper, but in a camp battle this tight, every roster spot matters. Now let's get into what actually happened on the field, because day 3 brought the fireworks. The coaching staff leaned hard into red zone work today, and it showed. Quarterback Kirk Cousins looked sharp, connecting with tight end Brock Bowers not once but twice for touchdowns inside the 20. That's the kind of chemistry you want to see building before the season even starts. But the play everyone's still buzzing about came from rookie quarterback Fernando Mendoza. He fired a back-shoulder throw to receiver Malik Benson, who came down with an incredible two-handed grab along the sideline. Problem is, the officials ruled it out of bounds. From the sideline, it genuinely looked like he got both feet down in bounds. Either way, it was a gorgeous throw and an even better catch, ruling aside. Defense wasn't sleeping either. During one of the live team periods, defensive back Darren Porter got a hand on a Cousins pass, tipping it right into the arms of veteran defender Taron Johnson for the interception. Cousins didn't let it rattle him though. He bounced right back with touchdown throws to Jenzy Naylor, Trey Tucker, and Bowers again. Watching both sides trade blows like that was easily the most exciting stretch of practice all day. Here's the thing though, training camp success doesn't always carry over. This offense has looked electric in shorts and helmets before, only to stall out once the regular season lights come on. So the real question is simple. Can they actually finish drives like this when the games count? That's the part we are all waiting to find out. Every quarterback on the roster brought his A game today. Nobody was dropping passes, and the accuracy across the board was noticeably better. Backup quarterback Aiden O'Connell looked steady and in control. Cousins was slinging it all over the field. And even when rookie Mendoza made a mistake or two, the flashes of talent were impossible to ignore. Just remember, it's still practice. Let's not crown anybody yet. Now here's where things got a little tense. Edge rusher Tyree Wilson, referred to on the sideline as Kwity Paye, walked off the field early with a trainer and didn't return for the rest of practice. That's never a great sign to see. So naturally, everyone wanted answers. Coach Chip Kelly addressed it directly afterward, confirming there's no serious issue. The team is simply being cautious before the pads go on next week, managing the small bumps and bruises so guys are fresh for the physical stuff ahead. Fair enough. Better safe than sorry this early in camp. With him out, Malcolm Kuntz slid into that opposite of Max Crosby role for the representatives. While that was happening, the kicking competition was quietly heating up on a side field. Camp legs are one thing, but this battle is going to get a lot more interesting once preseason games start and the lights actually matter. Whoever wins that job, this franchise has a strong track record of getting the kicker position right, and there's real hope that tradition continues. Now let's talk about the secondary, because this is where the real story of camp is unfolding. Defensive backs Eric Stokes, Darren Porter, Taron Johnson, and rookie Zeke Massey have all been getting first-team representatives, Stokes and Porter earning that trust isn't a shock. Johnson, a recent trade addition, stepping into a starting role also makes sense on paper. But Zeke Massey, that's the name turning heads. He's been mentioned by coaches and players alike since the very first day of off-season workouts, and here we are in week 1 of camp and his name still won't stop coming up. That kind of staying power isn't accidental. So here's your comment challenge. Who do you think ends up starting opposite Eric Stokes by week 1 of the regular season? Drop a name below, because I want to see who Raider Nation is actually backing. Veteran receiver Trey Tucker didn't hold back when asked about the rookie, saying Massey is a guy who genuinely caught his attention early. He talked about first spotting him during rookie minicamp, watching him separate himself from the rest of the group before he'd even lined up against the starters. Once he actually got the chance to go against him in practice, Tucker said the mentality was obvious immediately, locked in, competitive, and clearly built for a bright future in this league. That's not a small compliment coming from a veteran like him. Massey isn't the only young defensive back making noise. Cornerback Jamal McCoy has suited up for all 3 days of camp so far, even while working his way back from an injury. He's been limited in certain drills, but is still grinding through special teams work and finding ways to contribute. Tucker had praise for him too, calling him a genuinely special talent, which lines up with the buzz he had coming out as a near first-round prospect before landing with this franchise later than expected. If health stays on his side, he's the type of player who could realistically push for a starting role by the time the season kicks off. There's clearly a battle brewing in that secondary room, and it's not just rookies pushing for playing time. Established veterans are fighting to hold onto their spots too. That kind of internal competition is exactly what makes a defense better heading into the fall. Last but not least, let's talk about the quarterback room's mentality, because the head coach had some interesting things to say after practice. He specifically praised Mendoza's approach, agreeing with something the rookie said the day before about still having a long way to go. According to the coach, that mindset is exactly what he wants from every player on the roster. Nobody has it made, especially not a rookie under center. The message is simple. Take the next rep, learn from it, fix the mistakes, and come back the next day ready to solve new problems. And that selfless attitude isn't limited to Mendoza. The entire quarterback room has shown a team-first mentality through 3 days of camp. Even with a legitimate competition happening behind the scenes, every guy in that room keeps saying the same thing. They just want to prepare, get better, and let the coaches make the tough calls. When a rookie in a genuine quarterback battle is publicly saying all he cares about is the team winning, it's hard not to respect that. So that wraps up day 3. What stood out to you the most? Was it the secondary battle, the quarterback play, or something else entirely that we didn't touch on? Let us know down in the comments, and get ready. Day 4 is coming, and the pads are about to go on.